Wow. Wow. What can I say about tonight? Tonight, WWE Bad Day One tonight. What can I say? I mean, all I can say tonight's show event was terrible, very terrible. It was a terrible way to kick off 2022 with this tonight on at Bad Day One, WWE Bad Day One, and what about this? What about the kickoff show? The kickoff show on the match between the tag team match between Cesaro and Ricochet versus Sheamus and Rich Holland. I mean that was I mean they really I mean Sheamus I saw Sheamus and Rich Holland beat them, and all I can say they really wasting away on Cesaro and Ricochet. They really way. I mean WWE is treating these two wrestlers like BS. I mean Cesaro does not deserve this, and Ricochet does not deserve this tonight. They don't. They really don't. I mean Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, Bucktooth beat. Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, and Bucktooth beat for Kevin Dunn. Nick Khan and People Power, John Laurinaitis do not know what they're doing tonight. I mean, it was a terrible win. I'm tired. Ricochet is losing too much, always losing. And Cesaro's always losing. It was just crappy, and I cannot get over tonight. I mean, Ricochet. All I can say is Ricochet, quit, quit WWE if you can, quit WWE. Yeah, just quit WWE because they don't know what they're doing with you, man. They don't know what they're doing. They really do not know what they're doing. I mean, you just quit WWE, go to AEW because Vince McMahon does not know how to treat you wrong, right. Doesn't know what they're doing though with Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, or Nick Khan, or or People Power, John Laurinaitis. They don't know what they're doing with you and with Cesaro. It's just unbelievable tonight at day one. Unfucking believable, man. Look at what they did. Ricochet. On a Christmas Eve edition of Friday Night SmackDown, he got a loss from Sami Zayn, and tonight at Bad Day One, he got a loss with Cesaro against Sheamus and Rich Holland. How long are they gonna? I mean, Ricochet really needs to quit WWE. Really, really does need to quit WWE because WWE stinks. He can just go to AEW, and Vince is just a piece of shit. This is bad treatment for him. Ricochet deserves better. He really does. Now let me get to a next one that I'm not too happy about. The New Day facing off the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team match. Bam! Wow, Usos get a win. I knew they were gonna win. I knew that was coming. I knew that was gonna come. I knew the Usos were gonna win. And all I say is they will never have those SmackDown this man Bruce Pritchard and they will never take those SmackDown Tag Team Championships titles away from those boys. Never. They will never take those SmackDown Tag Team titles from them. Never. Now next one. I saw Drew McIntyre beat face off against Madcap Moss with that annoying piece of garbage Happy Corbin in a singles match fight, and Drew McIntyre got a pinfall. And after the match, you know what I saw while Drew McIntyre was getting an interview at Sage? I saw Madcap Moss and being a sore loser and join and Happy Corbin get joining an attack. And what happens? What I see backstage? I see Happy piece of shit Corbin bust bust up bust up Drew McIntyre's neck with a steel chair. That means he's gonna be out of action. I mean, who books that? I mean, why in the world will Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, and Kevin Dunn, Nick Khan, and People Power John Lawrence book that shit? Why in the world would they book that shit? I don't know why. Everyone knows what everyone knew what a sore loser Big Cat Moss was. I mean, it's just terrible, just a terrible event tonight to kick off 2022. Now, okay, the matches, Radar KO beating the Street Profits by pinfall, that was okay, but beating the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles, that was pretty okay. That was all right, but they're really wasting away on the Street Profits tonight. I mean, they really got buried. The Street Profits, they really got buried. I mean, it was an okay match. Some of the matches were good, and some of them tonight at Bad Day #1 were not. I mean, it was kind of okay, but some not. It was pretty okay, but some not okay. I mean, the Raw Tag Team match was okay, but they're really wasting away on the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. But congratulations to Orton and Riddle, by the way. Now the only match that I enjoyed tonight was Edge beating The Miz by pinfall. And what I see tonight, I saw Edge's wife, Beth Phoenix, come to the ring to aid her husband and get the win against Edge. I really love that match, and shut for them to and Miz will finally shut up, and so will his bean-headed blonde bitch wife Maurice. Barry is really good, really good match, and I loved it. I really loved that match. That was really good. Now, the match for the Raw Women's title, um, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. We saw for the Raw Women's title, Becky Lynch get the win, and I mean, yeah, but congratulations to Becky. She's my favorite wrestler. My she's yeah she's my favorite. She's my girl. But not only is she my girl, she's also my friend. She's also my friend who I'm friends with on Facebook, Jared G. Giramo's friend, favorite girl too. Our girl, Becky Lynch. Me and JD, we love Becky Lynch. But you know, they don't, WWE, they don't really. All I can say that WWE fails to create Liv Morgan as the next big thing in WWE. I mean, the women's division is just bullshit tonight. Just really bullshit tonight. The women's division, the WWE's women's division is garbage. Just BS. I really know. I think I really maybe probably Liv Morgan might probably get her chance to get that Raw Women's title off from Becky Lynch. Maybe she might enter herself in the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble, win it, and go after Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title in the main event, WrestleMania 38 this year this April. But I bet you, I bet you she probably might get tossed out of the Royal Rumble, and have her dreams taken away from her. But I know Royal Rumble 22 won't be that good either. Just like tonight at Bad Day #1. Maybe don't worry. I probably maybe but Becky. Don't worry. Maybe Liv Morgan might get her chance. She probably might get her chance. You may see. She may get her chance, but no, the WWE are really failing Liv Morgan to be the next big thing in WWE. They really are. They don't know what to do with Liv Morgan. And what else did I not? Know what else? Why I didn't see tonight at day one? They didn't even bother to have they really did a match that never happened tonight. Another match that didn't happen tonight. Charlotte Flair versus Toni Storm for the SmackDown Women's title tonight. They Vince McMahon and Bruce Prichard and Kevin Dunn, Nick Khan and People Power John Lennon seemed to cut that off. And you know why? Because Vince McMahon booted Toni Storm out of his company. She released her. Yeah, a match that didn't happen. A return match for the SmackDown Women's title. Charlotte Flair versus Toni Storm for the SmackDown Women's title. And why would they didn't even bother to have Charlotte fucking Flair, that queen bitch, to defend her SmackDown Women's title tonight against any woman on the SmackDown roster. That's a shame. It's just terrible. It was a really terrible show tonight. I mean, well, and we know what else I saw tonight. You know what else I saw tonight? I saw what's this I hear about Johnny Knoxville entering the Royal Rumble. Johnny Knoxville from Jackass entering in the Royal Rumble. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, well, are they? I mean, how many? I mean, why are they trying? Why in the world are they trying to bring celebrities? WWE trying to bring celebrities in the Royal Rumble. I mean, first Drew Carey. They had Drew Carey do the same thing at Royal 2001. Now Johnny Knoxville for this year's Royal Rumble. That's unbelievable. That's oh boy. This is gonna be a terrible Royal Rumble. I know this is gonna be a terrible pay-per-view Royal Rumble. Just like tonight, I watched tonight at WWE Day 1. Very terrible. I can tell you that. I can really tell you that. Yep. Now let me tell you what the only thing I'm not happy about that's cringe tonight. Fatal 5-way match for the WWE Championship match. Brock Lesnar versus Big E versus Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley with MVP. And you know what? They really canceled that match that match tonight with there was supposed to be a match for the SmackDown. For the Universal title between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. They canceled that match tonight. And you know why? Because Roman Reigns has COVID-19. You know what else? I've been hearing this. I mean, I bet you I've been hearing that Brock Lesnar been going over to Vince McMahon, Bruce Prichard, Kevin Dunn to tell him, "Give me that belt. I want to enter in. I want that WWE title." And so that happened. So Brock is in since it got canceled tonight. The Universal title due to Roman Reigns having COVID-19. I mean, all I say it was just terrible night. I mean, Brock Lesnar went over to Vince McMahon, Bruce Prichard came down and tell him to give him that WWE title. I mean, this is a terrible way to kick off 2022, man. Very terrible to kick off the show. And you know, I bet you right now Roman is probably whining and crying and complaining about. Saying, I mean, why didn't he never even bother to tell anyone that he has a COVID-19? He should have told. How come he never told anyone he has a COVID-19? Why? Why is that? Why didn't he tell anyone he had a COVID-19? if he, I mean, it's just unbelievable. He should, I mean, he wait until the last minute to tell everyone he had the COVID-19, and I mean, and he does this. I bet you he's gonna be coming. He's gonna be whining and complaining, running his mouth and all that stuff and about something and crap and stuff when he gets back. I mean, Roman Reigns is a whiner and complainer, and very overrated. And they're desperate. Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, Nick Khan, People Power, John Laurinaitis, and Nick Khan. Vince, Bruce, Kevin, Nick, and John. They're desperate. I cannot. I mean, it was just terrible tonight. I mean, we all know what it was. Day one was terrible tonight. It's a terrible way to kick off 2022, and we all know that the pay per view next pay per view Royal Rumble 2022 will be garbage. I mean, it's just terrible. They don't know what they're doing. I mean, I cannot. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until this coming Wednesday when Dynamite hits home on this new home TBS. I mean, this. I mean, WWE. This isn't a company that I've been watching for over the last 29 years. I mean, 30 years. 30 fucking years I've been watching the WWE, and this isn't a company I used to like. I cannot wait until I watch the premiere of the new AEW Dynamite's new move to TBS. And I cannot wait until AEW Dynamite, AEW Rampage to be on TNT. And I cannot wait until Battle of the Belts, AEW Battle of the Belts on January the 8th. I feel like this that Battle of the Belts was somehow reminiscent of WCW's Clash of the Champions. But we'll see. We'll see because I cannot wait until. I'm really loving AEW, but in WWE, this isn't something I used to like. This is not the company I used to like. WWE. I mean, they're desperate. They're really desperate tonight. Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, and People Power, John Laurinaitis. Not to mention Nick Khan. This is a very terrible way to kick off 2022. Raw will be doing the same crap from last year. SmackDown will be doing the same crap. And who knows? This is, it was just garbage. It was some of the matches were okay and some of the matches were not okay. I'll say, Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, Nick Khan, John Laurinaitis, all of you are going to be screwed right now. All of you are going to be screwed because AEW is going to be doing really good. Vince McMahon, you can fool all these people, but you're not fooling me. You're really trying to manipulate all these fans thinking that WWE is something to watch, but it's not. You have stupid booking. Everything you're doing is just garbage. It's just terrible. And I don't want to watch you no more. I don't. So that's all I would say. All of you have a happy new year. Good night. Fuck WWE. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Peace.